So equipment storage in Armor breaks down into three basic, very simple systems that I think everyone can understand and use pretty simply. So the first is the standard methodology of equipment storage. So if I just happen to double click on this, for example, basic weapons crate, once it opens up, if you scroll down under object equipment storage, you can see all of our items are now placed in this particular box. Now some weapons crates or ammunition crates or supply crates, whatever they're designated as, have specific types of equipment in them. This is where you would edit the contents of these boxes. So you can add items, remove them, and you would add or remove items by going and clicking these icons. And then, for example, just clicking the plus icon next to some of these weapons that you see, and you can add weapons, you could add grenades, you could add scopes, anything you want basically. Everything that's usable as an item in Arma 3 can be added to these boxes. So this is the first basic type of crate. Now, there's really not much else difference between the rest of these crates, but the difference comes in between whether it's considered an arsenal or if it's considered the standard Arma 3 crate. So this is a standard Arma 3 crate. Now what does that mean? If we go in here, if we go down to the equipment storage, you can see that there's a finite number of equipments that are present in this box. There's one pistol, for example, 4 rifles, 2 rifles with grenade launchers, etc. That means that once these weapons or ammunition, whatever it is, right, has been removed from the box, it will not auto-replenish. It's finite. Now, if we go to the second crate here, now this crate is exactly the same as this crate in terms of the content of the box. But if we go into it and we scroll down to equipment storage state, you'll notice that default is not highlighted in green, but virtual is. And if I scroll down even more, you can now see that every weapon has an infinity symbol next to it. Now, what does this mean? Now, a lot of you probably understand the crates are, when they're considered an arsenal, it means that you can grab whatever you want from them. That's not necessarily true. With the virtual arsenal enabled on this particular crate, all of these weapons and the contents of this box are infinite, meaning everyone can grab as many pistols as they want, as many rifles as they want, as much ammunition as they want, but it's only limited to the scope of this crate, or rather the contents of within the crate. So you won't be able to grab your typical loadout because you probably have things in your loadout that are not present in this crate, is what I mean. So that's the difference between the two boxes. And then finally, the last and probably the most common box you'll be seeing is the full virtual arsenal box. Now this is what you guys are the most familiar with, and it contains all of the usable items in Arma 3. And so if we just scroll down, you'll notice that default is enabled and there is a finite amount of resources in this box, but at the very bottom here, there's a little tick that says arsenal. And if you hover over it with your mouse, it says add an arsenal with all items to the object, and then there's a little check mark. Now that makes it so that you can get everything in the game all at once from this one box. You can gather your loadouts, you can save everything without any restrictions being put in place in terms of the contents of the box itself. And that is weapon crates and item storage in Arma 3 explained.